Hello, I'm John Stossel, and welcome to 2020 In Touch. This Friday night on 2020, we have a murder mystery that takes place in Sugar Land, Texas. But all wasn't so sweet in the upper-middle-class house of Kent Whitaker. A gunman had killed his wife and one of his sons, and his other son had planned it all. Here's Mary Fulgeniti.
2 dead, 2 wounded. It's the scene of a horrific burglary gone awry. Or is it? To Sergeant Marshall Slott, the signs of burglary didn't seem quite right.
The drawers being pulled out like they were and not rifled through was not typical of a burglary scene. And the burglar leaves the gun, leaves all of the electronics, but takes a cell phone that we couldn't find in the scene. That was a real oddity that stuck out in everybody's mind.
The Whitakers' Last Supper was in honor of Bart's graduation from Sam Houston State University.
Bart Whitaker had not graduated from Sam Houston State. He had not even been attending the university. He was listed in their records as a freshman on academic probation.
You weren't graduating from college?
Certainly not, no.
We took that information immediately and went to Kent Whitaker first with it.
And what is your reaction when you learn from the police that Bart has lied about not only graduating from college, but going to college?
I realized, how could he be so stupid? I was so mad at him.
But there's still no reason to suspect Bart of murder. And then a police officer with a long memory raises a big red flag when he remembers he was called to this house once before, 2 years earlier.
Fishy and I were awakened by a phone call from the Sugar Land Police Department telling us that Waco police had contacted them that Bart was on his way down here to kill us.
It's a critical new clue for Sergeant Slott.
We've got the burglary scene that just doesn't look just right. We now know that the son is not graduating from Sam Houston.
And now a prior instance of an alleged plot by Bart Whitaker to kill his family. When they are released from the hospital, Bart moves back home to be with his father, playing the perfect son.
Do you feel like you were sort of duped during that period of time?
Well, of course I did. He was lying to everybody. He was fooling everybody.
For 7 months, Sergeant Slott's investigation makes little progress. Then out of the blue, a huge break from an odd man who walks into the police station very late one night, describing himself as a former college friend of Bart's. Adam Hipp has no leads to the killer, but he reveals a second, previously unknown murder plot, aborted at the last minute.
One of the plans that he laid out to me that he and Bart had discussed was an exact mirror image of the actual crime scene.
With Adam Hipp's story verified in the crime lab and in wiretaps, there's a new urgency to warn Kent Whitaker about his son.
We feel wholeheartedly that he is responsible for this and that you are living with a murderer, that you are living with a man who intended to murder you. It was very soon after that Bart went missing.